Hello everybody, and welcome to an Odd Gamers Let's Play. It's a Genesis game, so guess who did it?
Hey, oh, so
I
wonder
wonder who.
Oh. Thank you, mysterious screen man and Interplay.
along with besides.
It's Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure!
Yes, can I
This
just go
game is
immediately
so
to pass?
cool.
What's pass? What's
Password.
pass?
It's password.
Password? Could you just go ahead and load your game?
Ozzy, this is the Super Nintendo / Genesis era. There's not always.
No,
It's
it's
Genesis,
Genesis,
man. There are no
Genesis.
save files.
Can someone fix
And,
the auto scroll?
You can play with the scrolling text by pressing up and down. You can scroll it in whatever manner you want. So I play with the text, because it's fun.
Okay.
But
And we have the
long
storyline.
story short, Boogerman is an eccentric millionaire who decided to take a job as a janitor.
Because he's a retired superhero.
To make sure this thing doesn't get stolen or whatever. So, how long till it gets stolen?
You're snotty rabbit.
Well, it's stolen per se.
Glad to see he's good.
And he seizes and breaks it.
Oops.
There we go. Didn't take long.
Glad to see he knows when to. What?
And he's out of retirement.
Just like that.
Yep. So we have
Yeah, well-
plungers.
Oh boy, we start in a swamp level too.
And we dig through piles of trash. We're plungers. And we jump on zits to pop them.
Ugh. Was this game supported by Nickelodeon at the time?
Hey look! Nose slugs!
I'm just gonna assume yes, and we'll leave it at that, even if it isn't
Nope.
true.
And we use a super burp to destroy some rocks.
Can you
And we
do
flip
that all the
boogers.
time?
As long as you have gas, which is the upper right hand bar is your gas meter, which you use for burps and farts. And the left meter with the nose and the finger is your mucus meter, which is how many times you can flick boogers. Like I did to that poor little
Not bad for
Health
enemies.
Or is it a 1 in 10 type health?
See how the cape is flashing? That means
Yeah.
I have 2 hits. A red cape means that I have 1 extra hit, and a yellow cape means that if you get hit, you are dead.
Oh god, you know what this reminds me of? That giant nose there? Ever watched Double Dare and they had a giant nose obstacle course game?
Yes.
And we
A bunch of Nickelodeon flashbacks, isn't it?
kill it.
Big
Bonus
time.
level. The sewers.
Oh, big time. Can't wait till we go to the dump level so we can bring up all real monsters.
I actually have that game on the Super Nintendo. A lot better than the Genesis.
There is no dump level.
I are disappointed. The joke will not be made.
Fine, I'll play out real monsters so you can make your joke.
I'm not sure if I should be happy or not.
Oh look,
What
an
the hell
abominable
is that?
sewer monster.
That looked like a Yeti.
Yeah, it's an abominable sewer monster.
Why? It was why.
Because reasons.
Why?
It's kind of like the
Because-
abominable snowman, only it lives in sewers.
Why it was
Because
why?
fuck logic video games.
It looked like
I'm hating myself for knowing about this game before this Let's Play. Anyone else feeling it like
I
that?
didn't know
This is
anything
good.
about this game before this. The only thing I know was the fact that I saw this at a rental store, and I was like, should I get this, or should I get Super Mario World 2? Guess what
You-
game I got?
You chose wisely.
So,
Hey, I heard
that's
this
what
game is
the
good, right?
plungers are for. You build a ladder.
Of course. Don't you know anything about science?
No, I just apparently all I'm learning today is booger and
Flying
more
with your
booger.
farts.
That bat looked like the only thing we normally seen.
Seriously, are you flying with your farts?
Yes, he's flying with his farts. With the chili pepper power up.
And party fire. That got
I'm
the
amazed
hurt.
he wants to eat anything he finds here.
Yeah, but think about it. Flying with your own fart much hurt next day.
Yeah.
No wonder that he's retired superhero.
And that would be.
That's the milk power up. It strengthens your mucus attacks.
How the hell do you know that?
I played this game as a kid.
So basically, your mucus attack is you flick your snot at the enemies and.
No, you hawk loogies at them with
Okay.
the milk power up. It's a stronger attack.
Okay, now Boogerman is supposed to be out of in retirement, and it seems I guess it's his fault for whatever this mess created.
Yep.
I want people just to be able to hear the sound effects this game has. I've never
Music's not
heard
too
so
bad in
many
the game.
different ways to like hear a different bird or loogie or fart or something. Like,
Now
And
we
it's
are.
a fart ghost. It's a ghost made of fart.
what?
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
that
a
ghost
fart
is.
Fuck's sake, game.
The ghost of gassy past.
When those little bouncing guys, those are bouncing boogers.
You don't say.
And for some reason, I think that those are not just regular bats.
I'm still calling
No,
it
I'm
the
pretty
ghost.
sure they're made of poop.
Wolf bats.
Is it surprising at this point with this game?
No.
It's got a theme and it's sticking to it.
Somebody tells me Legal's just happy there are no doofs in this dimension.
I just look at these trees here. They got this look on their face that says, "If I don't smile, I die."
Well, in the manual it says he's the grossest superhero, so...
Congratulations, you've earned your title. I'm sure you'll defend it for a very, very long time.
How many plants?
Yeah, see, the bosses in this game, excepting the final boss, are trapped in Dimension Excrement, which is this dimension. Because Boogerman sneezed, and it caused a massive storm. And that massive storm affected each and every one of the bosses in some way, and eventually drugged them into Dimension Excrement, and so they are who they are now.
So, it's his fault
And-
they're evil.
It's the whole Batman Joker thing. I'm still referring to those enemies as the ghosts of gases past. It's a lot more clever than whatever the game was going to come up with.
I don't know. I would
I'm
love
not
to
entirely
read this
sure
game's
that's not
manual. I
part
bet
of
this
the
game's manual had like all kinds of like in-game jokes.
Oh,
yes,
my
it
god, the
did.
manual is so funny.
The manual has an entire letter from Boogerman about, don't copy my stunts, I am a trained professional, otherwise you might end up like the Boogermeister, who is the final boss, and explode your butt off.
Explode your butt.
Yeah, the Boogermeister tried to mimic Boogerman's fart flying and exploded his butt.
And therefore he swore revenge.
This started to remind me of about some kind of episode of Jackass.
I got Boogerman and welcome to Jackass.
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel anymore. I'm just
Apparently
happy,
Boogerman feels cool.
I like
I'm just
that.
happy I played. Most people
I like the
happy-
shit-eating grin he's got when he's jumping.
I'm just gonna be happy that I
Freaking
played
ballerina.
Pinhead more than this game.
Oh, that
It's on the single
nonchalant jump that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, the I don't care jump.
Is there
It's
other
just
than
the
the-
smug face, the jump. Look, a checkpoint. And by checkpoint, I mean an outhouse.
Well, this is the first game I've seen do it.
Yeah, remember in like No More Heroes, the save points were bathrooms.
And in Dead Rising, the save points are bathrooms.
Well, where else are you gonna take a break during a zombie apocalypse?
I don't know, probably the safe house that you're in?
Thank God, because there was only one safe house, and getting back there could be a pain in the ass.
Not really. I always wore the ninja suit.
I just didn't really like Dead Rising.
And, the attacks in this game have physics. If you are moving forward, they will move forward more quickly than if you're not moving forward. Or at least the mucus attacks, because you can't move and use the gas attacks.
So, Chaos, have you tried to speedrun this game?
Very, very loosely.
To be honest, the only way I can think to play is speedrunning it. This means I'll be done faster.
So, how many plungers you need for bonus? Do you have any idea?
Speedrunning this game isn't that bad, and then you start getting into Boogerman and Mucus Mountains, where you pretty much have to have the chili pepper power up and not lose it. And if you take damage, you lose your power ups.
It's kind of like the equivalent of like losing the cape in Super Mario World.
Well, it's just like any, platformer like this. You get
Yeah.
hit, you lose your power-ups.
Yeah, it's like Mario games. You have a power up, you get hit, well, kiss it goodbye.
So, how many levels there is per stage?
4 levels per world. Four
How many
stages per
worlds?
level.
And a boss at the end of each.
Yep.
And
Par
how
the
many
course.
points?
How many levels is a little bit complicated because there's 2 levels that only have 2. There are 2 levels that are combined that only have 2 stages, so it gets to be messy. Because do you count those as one level, or do you count them as 2 separate levels?
Does it say, well, welcome to new level?
Yes and no, because every stage gets that wonderful title card of X.
Welcome to
of
Shintopia.
X, stage 1.
Do you have enough to climb the ladder?
How do you
I
get
actually just
No,
like
you need
the,
30.
I like the animation of him falling off the plunger
Here's our
ladder.
first boss,
What the hell?
Hick Boy.
Is he just using that chicken like a boomerang?
Yes, that is
No,
the chicken orang.
chicken! Yes, he uses the chicken as a boomerang, and then he squeezes it, and eggs fly out.
Oh,
And
damn.
if you get too close, he will use his chicken club, not a sandwich.
I feel bad for every redneck joke I've ever made. This is...
I don't.
Yeah.
terrible.
And I'm
Because
playing
that's
this
almost
boss
true to
very,
life.
very badly. Because
Question.
theoretically, I should attack him, jump the boomerang, and then I should burp at him.
I got a question.
But I was playing this game at 10 o'clock at night and was half asleep.
You said everybody here was affected by Boogerman sneeze. What the hell happened to this guy?
Boogerman's sneeze caused a tornado which destroyed his farm, and sucked him up and dumped him into Dimension Excrement. And the only animal he has left is that chicken. He was a military colonel before he became a farmer.
You don't say! Never would have guessed.
And all of this is in the manual.
Which unfortunately I cannot find, and there are no PDF scans of it online, which is really disappointing.
I love how the chicken's just like, please, could you just help me? Please help me.